I have this belief that the reason why people spend so much time buying pick of the month investment newsletters and looking at price charts and reading investment news and getting investment news on their Twitter feed and Facebook and emails and all that is because they want to really ultimately grow their net worth, right? They want a bigger net worth, because if they have a bigger net worth, that means they have more choices, they have more freedom, they're more in control of what their future will look like. And so they've made up this story that it's very complicated and I'm gonna grow my net worth through these 50% growths a year in my saved money. And the fact is that's actually not really how net worth grows. And the reason I'm bringing up net worth is because over the last couple weeks I had a few people email me about their stock market account because they own gold, they have exposure to gold. And since that's been down basically over the last 24 months, that was a concern to them. And I just want to share with you a conversation I had with them because it may also help you understand which direction your financial life is going. So my thought of the week is really, what direction is your net worth moving? Not necessarily what direction your individual stocks are moving up or down, or your asset class that you're invested in, or even maybe not even your portfolio, but what is happening with your net worth? And do you even know what your net worth is? Because when I talk to people who feel stuck, let's just call them the working rich. These are people who actually earn well. They earn the $200,000, $300,000, $400,000 a year, but they're actually not getting ahead because their expenses, their lifestyle is increasing as fast as their income is. And so I've just coined them the working rich. And most people, including the working rich, they know how much they make. They know how much they earn, and they've kind of anchored their wealth, or the wealth they think they should have, to their income. And yet they get confused, or they don't quite understand why they aren't feeling richer. And it's because they're not actually measuring their net worth, and they don't know what their net worth is. So here is my very simple formula, but one that I think is incredibly powerful. And anyone who follows this, they seem to have more and more choices and freedom and security in their future. So net worth, or the direction of your financial life, is made up of three inputs. So there's only three inputs: what you earn, what you make. Okay, from what you earn, then how much you actually put away. Now, most people would call this savings, which is fine, but most people have really confused what savings is. They actually think savings is what's left in their checking account. But that's not actually accurate, because what happens is people save money, but it's not really saved money, it's deferred spending money. So it never actually really gets saved. So I often ask people, what did you put away? How much got put away into your 401k, or even into the equity of your house, because you pay a bit of it off each month, but how much gets put away? And then the third part is, and then what are you doing to accelerate that money that you put away? Right? So that's kind of the investing part. And those are the three parts that make up net worth. And the direction of your net worth makes up the direction of your financial life. So over the last few weeks, I had actually two people email me, but one person in particular emailed me saying, hey, my stock market account is down over the last 2 years. And I worked with this person in the past. And, his whole thing was, should that be a concern to you? I paid you to help me. Actually, he didn't say why he paid me. He just said, I paid you money. And this person does have exposure to gold. And my answer back to him was, well, what's going on with your net worth? What has happened with your net worth over the last 2 years? Because if you expect your portfolio to be going up every year, maybe even every 2 years, I think that's a mistake. Now, that's not saying if you're in a bad strategy, or you don't have a strategy and it's going against you, well, that's a different subject, that's a different conversation. But if you, in fact, are following a strategy that has been proven, back-tested, is on the side of probability, statistics, and history, then you're not going to have that account grow every 1, even 2 years, maybe even every 3 years. But what's most important is what is happening to your net worth. So that's my question to you. Do you know the direction of your net worth? Even more, there are people who are growing their stock market portfolio over the last 1, 2, 3, 4 years. After all, the stock market itself is up over the last almost 5 years. But I can almost guarantee you their net worth is down because they're paying attention to the wrong number. They're either paying attention to how much they make or they're paying attention to how much their last stock pick went up. But the number that matters most in any human's life when it comes to money or freedom or security or choices is the direction that their net worth is moving. So that's my kind of question for you to ponder this weekend, is for you to try to figure out and know which direction your net worth is moving. My final thought of the week, or final thought for this podcast to you is, I find it interesting that volatility only bothers people when it's downward volatility in what they own. I've never had someone complain, get upset when they are in something and volatility is moving in their favor. This kind of happened with gold between 2000 and 2011, and gold's in a correction right now, a 22, 24-month correction. But no one's complaining about the stock market because all those trillions of dollars of money printing are actually increasing, are inputting this upward kind of volatility in the stock market, but no one is bothered by that. Only when it flips is people bothered by it. That's just something to think about. And you might go, oh, yeah, of course I see. Why would I be bothered to the upside? The point is that it works both ways. And you just want to be aware of it both ways. Hope you guys have a great weekend. My son's birthday is tomorrow, so I'm excited about that. We're going to go up to San Francisco. He has a bunch of places that he wants to see, so we're all going up. I'm excited about that. Hug your kids, hug your grandkids, love your spouses, and I'll speak to you next week. Take care.